What is up? My name is Bacon Cheese and welcome back to another episode of my Survival Minecraft series. I think it's episode 4. So we are not actually in the Quad Witch Farm at the moment, in the overworld. We are here in the end, laying out the foundation for a new project. I got a little bit bored of digging and I've been doing it for the last couple of weeks, so I just wanted to have a quick little break and start laying down the foundation for another project that we'll move on to after, or do little bits and pieces during the Quad Witch Farm. But pretty much this is going to be our Enderman farm, but we're not just going to build any old Enderman farm or anything like that. We're going to build, actually let's turn up this render distance so we can really see what we're going to do. So we're going to build a giant spaceship in the end. Pretty much, it's going to be a big old ring around the outside. Maybe, I don't know what that sound is, maybe a couple of rings with a big tower here in the middle. So I'll probably put up a picture of something similar so that you guys can see what, oh my god, there's heaps of Endermen. I keep looking at all of them. But yeah, so at the moment we're just going through and sort of laying out how thick we sort of want the rings. At the moment that's 21 blocks wide. I was thinking of 15 blocks because that kind of, because I'm just not too sure how thick I want it. Like that's the thing. Like 21 blocks looks good, but it's like how good will it look when we actually do it all the way around. But let's head over back to the Quad Witch Farm. I'll get some progress done over here and I'll bring you back when I've done some progress. But we're here over at the Quad Witch Farm. Let me fly please. Let me turn down my render distance a little bit. Cool. So, hang on, let me jump up here and I'll bring you guys back. So far, we have dug out one half of this witch farm. We've started working on this tower, as I said I would do last time. Pretty much what we started doing is just started laying down the foundation for the base and started to blend it into the surrounding area. So pretty much might remove a little bit of this, but we've still got to build up a little bit down here just so it looks a little bit more natural. But basically we're going to have sort of a walkway leading down here. And then we might join it up with that tower. That tower's a walkway, not too sure. And then leading down to the nether portal down there. We've still got to build the actual witch farm over there. And of course dig out the rest of this. But that will happen over the next couple of weeks. But yeah, so that's pretty much what we've been doing. I've been doing a lot of digging streams and just digging this out as much as possible off camera because it can be pretty boring just digging. But we have made ourselves a little bit of a cow farm. These are sheep up here. Just so that way we have some wool when we are ready to go and start building the end project. So over here we've set up ourselves a little bit of a trading hall along with a little bit of a villager breeder over here. At the moment we've just got farmers and librarians along here. I did want to get a few stonemasons so that way we could start, actually let's sleep, so that way we could start collecting a heap of quartz, because that's end project build. It's going to be pretty much just made out of quartz and purple wool. That's why I'm collecting all of that purple wool. If you guys don't know how to create this villager breeder, I will leave a link in the description to Impulsive SV's villager breeder. That's pretty much just copied that, put that here. But over here at the villager trading hall, well, trading alley, we've got an efficiency 4, fortune 3, mending and channeling, another mending villager, unbreaking 3, infinity and protection 4, and we've got a zombie. Then we just got a cleric here. Then we got an efficiency 5, which is so good. Silk touch, aqua affinity, thorns 2, looting 3, and this one I've been trying to get feather falling on, just so that way we have the base for every single oh, it's another zombie. Just so that way we have the base for all the armor and all the tools. I did a little bit of enchanting and made some tools over here. I think they're over here. They might be in the ender chest. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure they're in the ender chest. So we got our digging picks, some digging shovels. Pretty much just made a whole shulker box of Silk Touch, Silk Touch Efficiency 5 Unbreaking Mending picks, and yet to do all the shovels. I've got to make all the shovels, and then I was going to do a fortune pick. I've also got this death box here as well because I've died a few times. Still got to put a few more enchants on a few of them, but pretty much it's just like a normal just sort of setup. So if I die, I've got some armor and tools and whatnot that I can quickly grab and head back over to the area in which I died at. Whoops, I'm taking everything out. There we go. But yeah, that's what's going on at the moment. Might lay out a little bit more of the foundation to do with the end project. And then we're going to come back over here to this tower and start laying out a little bit more of the groundwork down here. Looking at it now, I don't think it's tall enough, quite frankly. Because with that doorway there, like it almost makes it look quite small. Like if it was another like 10 or so blocks taller, or maybe 15 or 20, it might look a little bit better. But yeah, so we're just going to get that all laid out. The foundation's ready for this. And then I'm probably going to do this over live stream, so I'll probably cut it up and then put this into the video of just making, sort of blending this in, and then start with the actual top, maybe build it up a little bit more and whatnot. But yeah, I will insert a video here of us doing a live stream of building this together. So I'll see you guys in a second. So we've just jumped over here into a creative world and sort of started laying out the rings for the end project. So over here is a 21 diameter ring, and over there is a 15, and this is just the outline. The very end is the edge of that, and honestly, I think the 15 might be just a little bit better. The 21 just looks a little bit too chunky, and especially if we do like 1, 2, 3 layers of the 15s, the 21s just might get a little bit too big, and then to like proportion wise for like the middle bit, 21's probably a little bit too chunky. Like we might end up doing like a 50 diameter or 51 diameter circle in there, like a big sort of tower going up and down. But that's what we're looking at right now. Obviously only did like a little bit, didn't do the whole thing. But yeah, I think we might go with the 15 diameter tube around the whole thing. But yeah, it's coming together, it's looking pretty good so far. But obviously this won't be done for a long time. We're just getting things laid out. And I might do like the first ring, like just the bottom layer or like the middle layer or something, just to get like that, like the outside and the inside of like this ring here, and then the outside ring as well, just to get like it a little bit more, just to give it like a little bit more shape. But for now, we're gonna definitely have to get together a lot of quartz because this is gonna take a redonkulous amount of resources to put this together. So we'll definitely have to get some stonemasons and just trade and trade and trade and trade and fill up, you know, sort of. I reckon we'd be close to look at maybe like 10 or 12 double chests of quartz blocks to really have enough resources to be able to do whatever we want and then not have to go back and get more. So I think that will be something that we'll be grinding for on the side, like the same with the purple wool that I've got going, that we're going to have to really just collect that as we go, and then when we've got enough resources, do it. The only thing as well is that, so we'll have tubes going from the center, like from the middle out, but somewhere around sort of around here is where our end spawn is. So the end spawn is going to be in one of these hallways. Unfortunately, we can't change the flooring with the obsidian, but it is what it is. We'll just leave it how it is. We might mix it in and put like obsidian patches down the hallway just to sort of blend it in. But yeah, that's what we're looking at so far. Definitely going to be a pretty big build. We're going all out with all the circles in this world. Like it's one circle after another, but definitely worth it so far. But anyway, let's jump back into the normal world and start getting going more with that end with the end tower, the witch farm towers, and let's also get some stonemasons going so that way we can start collecting a lot of quartz blocks. So we just moved a bunch of villagers from over there to over here. So there's 12 villagers up this side and 12 villagers down this side, so 24 in total. And of course they're all stone masons. And I've just gone through and unlocked them all the way to master. And pretty much just been trading lots of stone, I've been getting lots of bricks, and of course getting lots of quartz. So from coming up and then back, so one whole like trading with all of the villagers once, I get 4.5 stacks of quartz blocks. I think you can trade with them 2 or 3 times in a day, which means I'll end up getting probably close to 9 stacks. 9 stacks a day, maybe 13.5 stacks. So that's pretty good so far. The only bottleneck now is all the emeralds, because this is my emerald stash now. Luckily, I have been over here hoarding up tons and tons of pumpkins, and tons of melon slices as well. These are all full, and this has all been converted as well. I've been turning them into bone meal as well, just here and there, just so that I can collect some bone blocks. But I think I'll have to start turning them back into actual melon blocks, so that way I can start getting lots and lots of emeralds to start collecting lots and lots of quartz blocks. But yeah, we're pretty much just going to start to digging. Actually, no, I lied. We're not going to start to digging. We're going to finish this thing, or at least all the hitch mill that's down here. Blending it down into this little bit down in here, and then we're going to start building up the actual tower itself. Yep, so we're going to jump on a live stream right now, and then we're going to get to building this. And we're back. So there's still probably quite a lot of terraforming to do in this area to really blend it in. But I've just been playing around with off camera and off stream, lots of stuff, just trying to get it right. But to be honest, I think I might just continue with the dig, get this completely dug, build up the platform, and then build up the tower, and then start blending. Of course, I'm waiting for 1.16, so that way we can start actually decorating the whole area rather than just having it all stone, because I think it will look a lot better when it's actually the right colors. But we've also started digging this part here, so I think we're down to level 45, so still got a fair way to go. So this is how we're looking from above. Definitely almost there. I think we're going to do a couple of really big long digging streams to get this just completely done. Like I think 1 quarter would probably take a complete day, like a good 18 to 20 hours worth of digging. Like I'll do like a couple of layers like here and there, which will take like an hour or two. But yeah, so I think that's it for today's episode. It's definitely been a long one behind the scenes, getting some digging done, and then of course getting all of that sort of blended in. It's definitely from up here. It definitely needs a lot more work from up here, but we'll play around with it off camera. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to see more videos like this, and of course, if you want to catch me live on Twitch, there's the Twitch link below. And until next time, guys, I'll see you all very soon.